Good morning, Philippines. Hello, world. Welcome back to our off-grid build. Now, just imagine you're a 12-year-old boy cooking a barbecue lunch for the workers who are building the house. And then... Mount Kanlaon decides to go once again.
Ay, why does food daw?
So this happened while I was in the air from Australia to Manila. And Rhea was sitting at the airport in Bacolod waiting to fly to Manila to meet me. So another tragedy, another Mount Kanlaon eruption, and another time that this region has been thrown into chaos. The Christmas celebrations have all been cancelled, and as you'll see, there was people getting sent straight to evacuation centres. So the women and children were evacuated, and Jill and Milky and Pinoy and Robert, they kept working on my house. I don't really know what to say about that. I guess they don't see it as dangerous if it's just the ash eruption. So this is footage taken by Sister Rhea, who's pregnant, from the evacuation center.
Volcanic Eruption.
Apparently there's no internet in that high school.
I'm here now in evacuation center because of the volcano.
So yes, Milky, Jill, Pinoy and Robert kept working after the eruption, and here they are doing some pillars. And as you can see there, that is the steel deck. So the steel deck needs to be installed, and there was a lot of bamboo needed to be placed underneath that, like acro props. And the steel deck gets installed above that mahogany frame, and then on top of that there will be rebar going into all the valleys, and they'll pour concrete for the ceiling slash floor. Ceiling of the first story and floor of the second story. And apparently that's the strongest way to make the concrete roof, using the steel deck, which will stay in there permanently, and with lots of Rio running across. Okay, and here's footage from up on top of the roof of Jill, preparing the rebar for the pillars, I guess the bond beams that run across and through the slab that's going up there. And I'd like to apologise for the noise going on behind me while I'm doing the voiceover. I'm sitting here in Mama and Papa's house, and the guys are banging away because today is the day they're pouring that roof. So they're just finalising the steel deck and everything, and there's 8 extra blokes here to mix all day. Also, there's roosters around me, and there's families to my left cooking and preparing. So I apologise for all the noise going on behind the voiceover, but we're doing the best we can here. This is the province, and you know, I can't really ask everyone to be quiet while I'm doing a voiceover for a video. They've got their lives to live. So yes, Jill's up there making those rebar pillars. And did you guys notice when he was dragging that steel deck up on top, the 6-meter long steel deck, how he was walking backwards, wearing thongs, and standing on that mahogany studs without really even looking? He just knew where they would be. Yeah, that would not be going on in Australia. There would be somebody pulling him up and probably telling him to come down and then think of a safer way to do it. But these guys are just amazing with their skills, not only with their building skills, but with their balancing skills. You have to be an expert balancer to be a carpenter in the Philippines, I tell you. So it looks like they have the Rio going across the roof in a cross, which looks pretty strong to me. What do you guys think? Please comment below if you know how these Filipino houses are built and if you've had any experience also. That's Mama and Papa's roof there, bit rusty now. Hello Daniela. Milky's wife Daniela just keeping an eye on the boys. She's probably the safety officer on this build, I'd imagine. There is rebar that runs through every channel as well. I guess it's either tied or welded to the bond beams that go across. I don't know how thick the concrete slab will be. I guess I'll find out today. And look at that, so they've got the rebar installed in all the channels and now they're running it across the other way as well. Oh my gosh, it is going to be a very strong grid of rebar. Look at that. So judging by the height of the Rio that's running across, it will be fairly thick, that concrete slab. And as you can see from the first drone footage I've got since I've been back here in the province, the steel deck and the rebar is pretty much ready. This is the boys yesterday afternoon finalising the last bits and pieces, and they're still going a little bit this morning, but there's 8 extra blokes here, there's bags of cement, they're all ready to mix, they're going to go all day long. So it's full steam ahead here on the build, despite the volcano, and most people in this area have been returned from the evacuation centre, but all the other areas are still in evacuation centres. Luckily for us, we're 8 kilometres from the volcano, I think, and anyone within 6 kilometres had to go to an evacuation centre. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. The volcano has been smoking, but white smoke. which happened last time I was here. We actually noticed it when we were coming back on the boat from Superway Island, white smoke, and yesterday it was white smoke again while we were washing our new car. So fingers crossed that the volcano stays calm for us. Apparently every 20 years or so it has a little huff and puff, but the people around here aren't too worried. Now, the big problem is that a lot of people had to sell their animals for a cheap price because they got taken to the evacuation centre, which is a big problem. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.